Welcome back. In today's video we will do chapter 12, that is also related to power. In this video, after analyzing question paper from 2012 to 2020, I have came across following questions that are as follows. Power is knowledge. Foucault's view on power and knowledge. Power is a corrective force. Discuss it. Firstly, you can define what is power. You can give 2 to 3 definition of power. For this you can refer to our previous videos or notes that are available on Telegram channel. Now starting today's video. Power is not concentrated in one place or in hand of particular individuals. Power is found in all social relationships and is not just exercise state. Power is intimately linked with knowledge. Power and knowledge produce one another, are integrated. He compounded the term power knowledge. Foucault does not think of power in coercive terms. Paradoxically, Foucault only sees power as operating force. When people have some freedom, he said power and knowledge involves development of discourses. Power has no unitary source but is heterogeneous. I hope you know the meaning of homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homo means same, hetero means mixed up of things, and pluralistic, coming from everywhere and being everywhere. Relationship between power and knowledge and discourse developed from the establishment of enlightenment rationality, which presents itself as progressive and emancipator. We have discussed the concept of enlightenment and rationality in our previous videos. Foucault's theoretical production is independent, localized, and free from traditional discourse. He gave 2 approaches. First is archaeological approach and second is genealogical approach. His analysis is aimed towards the mode of functioning of power in our society. He aimed to establish genealogy of how power is exercised in our society by basing his analysis archaeology on the discursive formation. Now we will see Foucault's archaeological writing that give us some points. First is madness and civilization. Foucault said discourse is practice that systematically forms the object of which they speak. For example, psychiatry created mentally ill. Before the concept of psychology or psychiatry was introduced, mental illness was there, but it was not known to people that this is called mental illness. Power is part of discourse of psychiatry and of not something that is held by individual psychiatrists. Second is order of thing. It describes emergence of human and social science as product of the underlying rules, assumption and ordering procedure of resonance, classical and modern eras. Third is archaeology of knowledge. It provides a reflexive critique and clarification of his intellectual project, development of historical and theoretical epistemological space. Archaeological writings have been criticized for excessive focus on discourse. So now we will see Foucault's genealogical writings. He explored discursive discontinuities. He clarifies historical contexts of position which were presented as absolute. He focused on multiplicities and pluralicities. He aimed at social, political and economic institutions. Now Foucault's genealogical writing tell about discipline and punishment. Foucault traced the change in nature and purpose of punishment in 18th century. By 19th century, punishment changed from that of body to that of soul. Intention changed to reform of people were judged from what they were instead of what they had done. Motivation behind the crime began to be taken into. This Foucault writing brought expert into power relations, making discourse carry the power. Here the crime was not only because of people want to do the crime, but the reason why they did the crime was also taken into. He says power is exercised rather than possessed. When attempts are made to exercise power, there is always an element of uncertainty. Foucault believes that power can sometimes be reserved. For example, second opinion by another psychiatrist or another opinion by another doctor. If you are consulting any one doctor for your injury or any type of treatment, there is some opinion given by some of the people that you should go for the second opinion, because it might be that some of the points that not be known from your first doctor can be to your knowledge by the second doctor. Foucault imagined state to be panopticon. For example, God, Aadhaar card. It is used as surveillance to encourage self-discipline. Now we will see power is a corrupting force. Power and corruption relation. According to Foucault, corruption is individualistic act that involve use of authority for personal gain. Now we will see power and corruption as related to Foucault's view. Power from Foucauldian perspective is defined from social relationship perspective, which allows for an analysis of corruption as a social act. Corruption is intentional misperformance or neglect of a recognized duty, or the unwarranted exercise of power with the motive of gaining some advantage or less directly personal. Corruption is a sociological phenomena. Corruption highlights social reproduction of corruption. Power structures the social activities transmit corruption. Corruption impact from one generation to the next. Young people are socialized into corrupt system and adopt norms that value corruption. According to Foucault, corruption in its all form is linked to various forms of power. Corruption is not the preserve of political elites, but rather endemic in all relationship in society. Power is vested in position, not the person. Thus, by removing official, not end corruption, rather focus should be on removing institutional relations. For example, if we see any of the institution person is corrupt and charges are taken on that person only, he is removed or dismissed from his duty. But why he was doing the corruption was because of the power that is vested in his position. So we should be more focused on removing institutional relation that forces the power that leads to corruption. Using Foucault's idea, we can map emerging sociology of corruption is based on analyzing how various of power are deployed as a state is to accumulate even at most basic level. We can see corruption at the most basic level in a society, as we know that even a child of 5 or 6 year old also know how corruption is done, and he is readily involved in the corruption by asking some of the bait he wants. From petty corruption to big scandal, see corruption as a strategic deployment of power. Corruption is a social issue and need to be studied within everyday relationship of people in society. To combat corruption, there is need to realize that it is beyond removing or arresting individuals, but rather reforming social system. So there should be any of the examples set so that people will not do corruption. You can further add on your points in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel.